On this episode of Into the Unknown, I am joined with Rayquan Smith, also known as the King of NIL, name, image, and likeness. I was fortunate when I was at the College Football Hall of Fame as the historian and curator. We put on an event called the NIL Summit, where some of the top athletes from all divisions of college athletics were able to showcase, talk about, and learn more about the name, image, and likeness that recently has been passed by the NCAA. Rayquan was one of those guys that I connected with, and we maintained a friendship since then. And I was just so excited to be able to talk to him, learn a little bit more about his story, and just how he got started, how he truly became the king of NIL. Let's get into this. Today, I have a really special guest with me, the king of NIL, Rayquan Smith. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Can't complain at all. I really do appreciate you taking the time to jump in here and talk with me, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
So let's get right into it. I really just want to know, tell me your backstory. That episode one, comic book issue number one. What's your origin story?
My origin story is, it's very unique. The NIL is first started July 1st, 2021. I think the day beforehand, people started posting stuff on Instagram. Just pictures. People just post stuff on Instagram about NIL, names, likeness. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm on Instagram scrolling at 10 o'clock at night, trying to figure out what's going on. And when I was reading up to it, I'm like, okay, what is NIL? What are they talking about? Nobody told us about it at Norfolk State. So I went on Google and just searched it up, did my own research, figure out what it was. And once I figured out it was like basically just marketing yourself with companies and everything, I was like, well, I'm already doing stuff like that, like create content. I'm already creating content and doing stuff for free just for the fun of it. So why not try to get paid for it? And once I figured out what it was, I created a format, sent to like 100 companies. Woke up next day, only 3 responded back. 2 was a no, and one was a yes by Smart Cups. And from there, I took Smart Cups and did a product deal. They sent me product. I did a little pictures, video, boom, posted it. My little first deal. So that's how I really started.
That's amazing, Rayquan. So you said you didn't really know anything about NIL, just that it was something that almost like a buzz term at that point, right?
Yes.
Going off that, what was it like? Did you anticipate getting more responses or less responses than the original 3 you said you got?
I was guaranteed to get no responses. I think I'm gonna get nothing because first of all, I went to HBCU. Nobody knew who I was. I won Power 5. I was expecting no response. I knew I wasn't no big top player and everything. So, getting one response is better than none. And I be seeing a lot of Power 5 athletes get a lot of one-time deals for $1 million, a lot of money, and I just know I'm not in that right foot to get that type of deal. So I came with my own strategy, my own mindset. Well, let me try to get enough deals to equal the same amount of money. And I took that like mindset and I just ran with it. And I'm up to like 80 plus deals. I'm getting close to the amount they are, but like as I get older and as I seen what NIL really stands for, it's really not about the money. It's really about the connections and the business and networking with different people and seeing it's more than just money.
Raekwon, I love that you said networking, man. I think being connected to people is so much more. Honestly, I think in a lot of points it's more valuable than currency. Just you never know who you might end up being able to talk to. For example, I'm sitting here with you, man, which is pretty exciting. It's all about that networking, man. It really is.
Yes, definitely. I met a lot of people over the past year and a half just from NIL and just networking and just people loving my story and people love the hustle I did. And I met a lot of people over the past year. So it's definitely been great on my side.
You mentioned that you went to an HBCU. Tell me a little bit more about that journey. Let's go back even farther. I would love to hear what made you decide to attend an HBCU.
Coming out of high school, I didn't know about HBCUs. I could tell that point right there and there. Didn't know too much about HBCUs. All I know is the historic black colleges, and I know I'm gonna be around people my own kind. Uh, I knew that you know everybody dreams to go Power 5, but you know I just wanted to make a little difference. Stay around surroundings of my own kind, and hopefully I can build something from there and get something out of it. And I did. I got who I am now. Got me a football scholarship. Got me a championship in track. I graduated. Now I'm going to another HBCU to finish where I started, and that's just building the HBCU community and get them on a higher level and more attention to the world.
It's one of those things where I think people's own journey, yours going to two HBCUs and continuing to not even, as you mentioned, not knowing too much about them to begin with, but really starting to learn more and embrace the culture that's there, the athletics, and of course with the NILs, it's great to show that these smaller schools, and some would argue maybe lesser known than the Power Five, but I like to argue that they're known pretty well themselves, and I think it continues to grow, which is really exciting. It's just amazing you're able to continue to do that.
I knew when I entered the portal, people when I entered the portal, people thought, okay, yeah, he gonna try to go to a higher school just for NIL. But back in my mind, I already knew I wanted to stay in the HBCU community because, I'm here for all the HBCU athletes. My goal is to help all the HBCU athletes get help, get NIL deals because, like I said, people feel like they can't because they had a lower division, and I still want to help people out to get NIL deals. So I knew HBCU was gonna be a fit for me, just didn't know which HBCU was gonna go to. And I haven't played football since 2021, so a lot of schools would just mention that, and they feel like not me playing football for a while was a little scared. They didn't feel like I would be ready back and everything. So I took that and I ran with it. I'm glad they did because they're gonna get the best of the best out of me. And and for the other schools,
They
they got to
missed
see me.
out. Took that chance and ran with
Definitely.
it, Rick. Wow, I love that, man. On everyone's journey, obviously, if it was a straight line, if it was an easy path, everyone would take it. Can you give me some examples of where maybe the path wasn't exactly maybe as you thought it would be? You hit some rough waters on your journey.
By this time I'm 21 years old. You know, 4 years ago, 4 years, 5 years ago, I was like, well, I'll be in the league by year 2023. I dealt with some injuries, did with COVID, a lot of stuff got pushed back. So my journey, my path, it just been a little different, rough. Had coaches changes. Uh, so a lot of stuff just changed. My goals haven't changed, but the time has been pushed back. So I'm just taking it slow, pushing it. Really just following the process and not really trying to overthink. My goal is the same. Always get to the league, get to pro. Just got to get there time by time. So few injuries, few in there, but like I think I'm good. I'm in the right spot right now. Even if the league don't work and everything, I still got backup plans of what I do now and what I'm trying to achieve in life. So I think I'm set. I think I'm ready to go no matter what.
So I think one of the things on our journey, on our path, we meet a ton of people on the way. Is there any coaches, mentors, advisors that really stick out to you that kind of helped you on your journey?
Well, the same people that always been there for me since in the high school days. Got my high school coaches, got my football, track, my friends, family. The people that I know for sure that been in the same circle for me, they knew what I was capable of doing if I just kept my head, focused, didn't get too much distractions. It was a little ups and downs, but that's part of life. So the same people that always been there for me and everything, nothing changed for real. I try to keep my circle real tight. The people that joins now, they don't see how I got here to where I am now. They only see the good part, but they didn't see the rough times and all the bad times that I had to go through to get to where I am now.
A lot of people can see the success, they see the finished product, they see what everyone else sees now. They don't see what all went into building who you are. If you could give a piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
It's you know, really nothing. I think I did it the right way. I think I'm doing what God wanted me to do and everything. For a piece I would give to other people that's trying to do what I'm doing is really keep your head focused. Don't let nobody bring you down, scare you, or tell you what you can't do because like a lot of people has told me like don't do this, don't do that. If people would just people would just say negative things and all that. I just had to keep my head high. Really listen to people that was around my circle, just let them know like look. you good, do what you gotta do because it's gonna benefit you later in life, not dumb and everything. And it did. That's why I'm here now, successful as I want to be, but I'm not nowhere near where I want to be. But I'm getting there.
What are you up to now? Besides, of course, being a running back. Once again, what else? What else do you have going on, man?
I have a lot going on. I'm moving towards an NIL consultant, so I'll really be speaking at like conferences or schools or just helping other athletes or parents or anybody that wants to learn more about NIL or get started. I'm building me and somebody else is building like a platform, like a website for a marketplace like NIL. Just like they got a marketplace, no market price, open doors, icon source, and all that, like a mogul. I'm building my own stuff. So for other athletes, especially for the HBCUs and lower division athletes, because like I said, people feel like they feel like they can't get deals and everything. So I'm trying to create a platform, like a safe space for them and everything, so I can get brand deals on them, so they can get something, so they won't feel left out. Because it's hard out here, especially at the HBCU level, and everybody don't get full scholarships. So it's especially for the walk-ons and everything. So that's the way to go right now, just helping them get to where they need to be at.
One of the things you really kept hitting on is the fact that this wasn't a path that has been created. You're really creating the path, especially at the lower divisions, especially at HBCUs. That I just wanted to tell you, man, that's something really remarkable and impressive that you're really, blazing the trail of those athletes and going forward. It's just exciting to see. I know we're in the early stages of the whole NIL, and I just can't wait to see what else is out there. I'm sure you've heard NCAA football is coming back, and just how that all is really going to play out down the road.
Yeah, it's gonna be special. Most likely, I won't be in college football when they come out. But hey, for the people that is coming, hope they get their coins because that's what it's all about.
Something that I think is really important, I think you touched on it quite a bit in us just talking, is what does the idea of gratitude or being grateful mean to you?
You know, I'm grateful for the things that came with NIL. I feel like if I would have left Norfolk State when I wanted to, I probably wouldn't be in the position I am now. So I'm really just grateful just I stayed and finished where I started. You know, that's really for real. That's all for real. I'm grateful for just the time I had at Norfolk State. Now I'm trying to go to a different school and help that school rebuild that school, help that school get where I left off with Norfolk State. Just to rebuild, help everybody out as much as possible. That's really the goal. That's the end goal, really to help everybody I can help.
So, Rayquan, where can people find you on social if they want to reach out? Maybe HBCU athletes, incoming athletes, or people who just want to learn more about your story.
Any platform, just type on my name, Rayquan Smith. Most likely, it should pop up anywhere because
I was gonna say
it should pop
that
up.
that man's
If it
everywhere.
don't, then
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. It's been great. I wish you just continued success, man.